Hello movie buffs, it's NPH here, your friendly neighborhood movie enthusiast, back with a look at the latest happenings in the wonderful world of cinema. This week it's all about princesses, poisoned apples, and box office numbers. That's right, Disney's live-action remake of Snow White has hit theaters, and the results are, well, a bit of a mixed bag. We all know the story. Evil queen, jealous of her stepdaughter's beauty, orders a huntsman to kill her. Snow White escapes and finds refuge with 7 dwarfs. You know how it goes. But with a fresh coat of paint, CGI woodland creatures, and a modern sensibility, can this classic fairy tale capture the hearts and wallets of today's audiences? Let's dive in. So, how did Snow White fare in its opening weekend? The film brought in a respectable $45 million domestically. Not too shabby, right? However, with a production budget rumored to be north of $250 million, those numbers are making some studio executives sweat. Internationally, the film has fared better, adding another $60 million to its global total. This brings the worldwide gross to a little over $100 million. Still, it's a long way to go to recoup those production costs and marketing expenses. It seems our fair princess has her work cut out for her. The age-old question, can a movie be considered a success without shattering box office records? It's a question that has haunted many a filmmaker, and Snow White is no exception. With its hefty price tag, the film needs to conjure up some serious box office magic to break even, let alone turn a profit. Of course, box office revenue is just one piece of the puzzle. Merchandising, streaming rights, and potential theme park tie-ins all factor into the equation. But there's no denying that a strong theatrical run is crucial for a film of this magnitude. Snow White joins a long line of Disney's live-action remakes, some more successful than others. The Lion King roared to life with over $1.6 billion worldwide, while Aladdin conjured up a respectable $1 billion. But then, there's Dumbo, which, despite a charming performance by Colin Farrell, struggled to take flight, grossing a disappointing $353 million against a $170 million budget. So, where does Snow White fit into this mixed bag? It's too early to say for sure, but one thing's for certain. The pressure is on for the film to find its footing, and prove that this classic tale still has the power to enchant audiences worldwide. Section 5, Critics versus Audiences, A Tale of Two Snow Whites. Now let's talk about what people are saying about the film. Critics haven't exactly been kind, with many citing a lack of originality and a reliance on tired tropes. Some have even gone so far as to call it a pale imitation of the animated classic. Audiences, however, seem to be enjoying the film more than the critics, giving it a respectable B+ cinema score. Many have praised the performances, particularly the lead actress's portrayal of Snow White and the deliciously wicked performance of the evil queen. It seems that, for many viewers, the nostalgia factor and the classic story are enough to overcome any shortcomings in the remake. Section 6, Storms in Teacups and Twitter Trends. It wouldn't be a major film release these days without a little bit of controversy, would it? Snow White has found itself at the center of several online debates, from the casting choices to the film's depiction of certain characters. Some have criticized the decision to cast a Latina actress as Snow White, while others have defended the casting as a step towards greater diversity and inclusion. There have also been discussions about the film's portrayal of the dwarfs, with some arguing that the depiction is outdated and offensive. It's a complex issue with no easy answers, but it's certainly sparked a lively conversation online. Section 7. A look at the competition heroes, thrillers, and indie darlings. Snow White isn't the only film vying for your attention at the box office this weekend. Marvel's Captain America: Brave New World continues its reign, having already crossed the $1 billion mark globally. For those seeking something a little darker, the psychological thriller Black Bag is drawing in audiences with its gripping story and stellar cast. Meanwhile, on the indie scene, Mickey 17, a sci-fi drama directed by Bong Joon-ho, is generating significant buzz. With such a diverse range of films to choose from, there's something for everyone at the cinema this week. Section 8, The Path Ahead, Can Snow White Find Her Princely Sum? So what's the verdict on Snow White? Is it a poisoned apple or a sweet treat? The answer, like most things in life, is complicated. The film has its flaws, but it also has its charms. While it may not reach the box office heights of some of its live-action predecessors, it's likely to find an audience, especially among families and those who grew up with the animated classic. Ultimately, only time will tell if Snow White can spin box office straw into gold. But one thing's for sure, the fairy tale lives on. The grim fairy tale gets a Technicolor treatment in Disney's first animated feature. Jealous of Snow White's beauty, the Wicked Queen orders the murder of her innocent stepdaughter, but later discovers that Snow White is still alive and hiding in a cottage with 7 friendly little miners. Disguising herself as a hag, the queen brings a poisoned apple to Snow White, who falls into a death-like sleep that can be broken only by a kiss from the prince. This timeless story not only marked the beginning of Disney's illustrious journey into feature-length animation, but also set the standard for generations of fairy tale adaptations. From its groundbreaking animation techniques to its unforgettable musical numbers, Snow White has enchanted audiences for decades, leaving an indelible mark on the world of cinema. As we look ahead, it's clear that Snow White's legacy is far from over. Whether through new adaptations, reimaginings, or simply the enduring charm of the original, this fairy tale will continue to captivate hearts and minds for years to come. And perhaps in the end, that's the real magic of Snow White, its ability to transcend time and remind us that true beauty lies within. Thanks for stopping by today, Hot Reels. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give it a like. Your support helps us bring you more amazing content. Stay connected with us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Pinterest, and Threads for the latest updates and trending reels. Subscribe now and be part of the fun.